Uh, Good early morning, mate. Just now it's 4:45, April 20th, 2017. Just I would like to show you this, mate. You will think I'm crazy, huh? Okay, just I took an example of four islands here, four islands. Actually, here, this is the fourth one. One, two, three, four. Four islands here in Atlantic Ocean, which belongs to Portugal, which belongs to Portugal. Even the names Azores here, and this Porto de Vila do Porto. I don't know what that means, but this is the names, Azora, and this is the third island, which has Eroguer, Civil das Lagis, and the fourth island, which is the westernmost point of Europe west. What's that? Westlicher Punkt Azores. Okay, this island, which is the farthest point, westernmost point of Europe. This is the foreign point for Europe in Atlantic Ocean. Okay, this is the plateau, which they said Azores Plateau. Okay, and I took another 4 points just for doing right research. I took London, Dublin, the tip or the tongue of Greenland, and Iceland. This is the capital, Reykjavik, the capital. Okay, and I took the distances. Just why I'm doing this, mate, just to prove that those four islands, they are not at their position, nor Iceland and England. They are twisted. They are just like that. Okay, and meanwhile the same as those islands, they are not here. Actually, they are somewhere here. Okay, why I'm saying that? Let's take an example of this island, which is Azores. Azores, there is 4 points goes out of it, each one to one of those islands. The first, this is for London. The distance between Azores to London, it's 1,550, and to the Dublin, it's 1,400. Look, let's take this line, which I said it's for London, 1,550. This is the line. This is the line. It goes directly to London over there. Okay, this is 1,000. No, this is the second one actually. 1,550 miles. But to Dublin, which is top over there, it's just 1,400. So there is a gap of 150 miles. Where is that gap? Where is that gap? 150 miles. That means that island has to be somewhere in this portion, somewhere here, to verify that gap, because the distance between London and Dublin, it's 275 miles. 275 miles, mate. So what I'm saying, there is 150 miles gap between both of them. It has to be somewhere. It has to be somewhere at this portion, because that has to be flipped over there. we have to go back again to the same island, Azores, and this is London, this is Dublin, and this is Iceland capital, 1800. Do you believe, mate, that that Greenland, it's more closer than Iceland by 90 miles? No, not this one, this one. Let me prove it again. By, yeah. Azores. So it's 1710, and here 1800. So what we have here, the difference between both of them is 90 miles. That what he said, 90 miles, 1800. And okay, so that I will do one thing right now. Look what it gives me. 300 miles. It's not 90 miles. Moreover, that means they are not at their real position. So for that island, it has to be somewhere up there, which will give me a 1800 miles from the capital of Iceland. It has to be somewhere here, and gives me 1800 miles from Iceland and 1710 from Greenland. Meanwhile, only 1400 from Dublin, and then 1600. Let me check. Is it 600 or yeah, 1550. Yeah, because we said 150 miles only the gap between Dublin, and so it's more closer to Dublin by 150. So it has to be somewhere here. This portion, somewhere here. Somewhere here. It has to be 1400, then 1550 to there. So you have two options. Either those, they are flipped like this, or the islands not in their real location. It has to be somewhere here. And it has been applied for all islands that I made. All islands that I checked, all of them, it has the same problem that we do have. Let us take an example of this island, which called Angra do Heroismo. Okay, so the first one, it has to be for London. Second one has to be for Dublin. Third one, Iceland. And fourth one, Greenland. The same problem we do have here. The one that which goes to London, this is the one. (1,600 miles), but the one that it goes there, it's only 1,400, only 1,410. Again, here 1,410, and here 1,400, and here 1,435. You can imagine that. The fourth one, 1,500, because of the little bit it's far by like 100 miles extra more than them, but the distance between each of them it's more than 225 miles. It's 200. That means if the gap is 100 to the same destination and all of them, three of them almost the same reading, but the one there it has 100 extra, or you can say 19 miles extra. Meanwhile, the one that we have in the middle here has 225 miles. That means it gives me not that shape, it gives me that shape. It has to be like that, so like arc, you know, and the center is Dublin, so it's little bit far away by 100 miles. Meanwhile, the other three islands almost same. Look here, it's 135 because it's little bit farther back, but the Azores 1,400, and here 1,410. So I would like to confirm that, mate. There is a lot of work here to do for those islands, and any island either in Pacific or Atlantic, it will tell us a lot of stories. Where it is, the real location, comparing to the others. Always you have to have a reference, and from that reference you have to go through. So sorry I took too much time for that, just to make sure that I'm explaining everything on right way. Because if I go through details, all the details that I do have here, it will take more than half an hour minimally. That's all, Sam. Hope you enjoy it. Bye.